I can't tell you the number of people who are excited about this segment. Randal Pinkett, Donald Trump's newest apprentice. Well, he reports to work next week, answering to the Donald himself. Pinkett will oversee a $110 million facelift for 3 of Trump's casinos in Atlantic City. It is a very tough job, and it's really tough to the bitter end, just like this moment of truth for Randal. Remember this?
If you were me, would you hire Rebecca also?
Sure. Mr. Trump, I firmly believe that this is The Apprentice, that there is one and only one apprentice, and if we're going to hire someone tonight, it should be one.
All right, he's never lived that down, right? Joining me now is the lone apprentice winner, Randal Pinkett. Randal, what was going through your mind?
Well, live it down. I can't say I don't. It's not even about living it down. I live it up, and I'm having a great time. You know, what went through my mind then is what goes through my mind now, which is basically, this was a clear and decisive victory. If you look at every objective measure of my performance against my adversary, undefeated record versus losing record, winning team record versus losing team record. When every team had a chance to draft, they drafted me. When they released a weaker player, they released her. And even when I asked the cast to stand at the finale, which was what I did, 14 of the 16 members of the cast said Randal should be the sole winner this evening, and 2 said Rebecca. So to me, the proposition of crowning an equal co-apprentice was something that, when presented to me, I responded to say that this is about The Apprentice, and I believe that I've rightfully earned the title.
Do you think you were being set up?
Well, no, I don't think I was being set up. You know, I think Mr. Trump was faced with, from his vantage point, a difficult decision. And, you know, he went with his gut and I went with my gut. And I think we both respect each other for that.
All right, Randal, excuse me for a moment. I'd like to bring in your new boss. He's on the phone with us now from Palm Beach, Florida, Donald Trump.
Hi, Neil.
Good to have you, Donald.
Hi, Randal.
Hey, Donald, how are you?
Would you, Donald, have fired him had he answered yes, let her be an apprentice too?
Well, you know, a lot of people have asked me that question, and the more I see of Randal, you know, Randal's a tough cookie, and he made a tough decision. I think it's possible that I might have fired Randal on the spot had he said, I want her to come in. Because, you know, Randal won the contest, and I want tough people, I want smart people. He's a smart guy, he's a tough guy. I have a very strong feeling that had Randal buckled down to what would have been a popular decision but a wrong decision, I would have fired him on the spot and possibly hired Rebecca.
Well, you know, Donald, that was my wife's theory, so she's right. That's what I told you?
I've never even told that to Randal.
See that?
No, it's
so now, see, he would have fired you.
Well, you know, there was a lot of confusion that evening of what Mr. Trump was asking. Some thought that he was asking, should she get a job? Some knew, as I knew, and as he knew, that he was proposing that she be an equal co-apprentice, a tie, essentially. And, you know, again, I think Mr. Trump respects my decision. I think many in America respect the decision. And I've received tons of emails and phone calls from people saying, you know, if you hadn't done what you did, I would have had an issue with you.
Yeah, but there are a lot of people who said just the opposite, too.
But
we thought he was a nice guy.
With time, Randal's decision looks better and better. It's a very interesting decision. It's like a piece of art. With time, great pieces of art look better. With time, Randal's decision looks tough, but it looks better and better. Much better than it did when he actually made it. It was a piece of art.
You know, and some say, as you said, you know, I was a nice guy, and they expected that I would be willing to share. And, you know, I think to me the message wasn't about sharing that evening. The message was about excellence and really looking at the objective measures, because I've seen very few arguments for why I should have shared that identify objective criteria to suggest that Rebecca wasn't equal
or better candidate. Would Rebecca have done that for you?
Well, she's gone on record to say that she would have shared the title.
All right, Donald, if Rebecca had done that, would you have fired her?
It might have been the same thing. I would think it would be the same thing. Absolutely.
Really?
And I'm very proud of Randal. I mean, he's done an amazing job. He was really the star. He was the star of all of the contestants, not just Rebecca. And he said, hey, wait a minute, I won this thing. Beyond anything else, I won it, and I want to be the winner. I don't want to be sharing the win. And I'm very proud of him for making the tough decision and the more unpopular decision. But the fact is, with time, his decision, to even people that disagreed when he did it, looks much better.
Do you think, Donald, it was fair to do what you did?
No.
Okay.
But it was a lot of fun.
Curious. Because, you know, I felt for the guy. When you put him in that spot, it was a no-win spot.
It was a lot of fun. And as you know, it was the #2 rated show of the week, so something I did was right. The fact is, it was a lot of fun, and the ratings were through the roof. I mean, this whole apprentice thing has been amazing.
But, you know, now you've got these apprentices. They're lining up like planes at LaGuardia in your offices. Where are all these guys? What are they doing?
Well, they don't want to leave me. That's my problem. I mean, Bill is still working for me. He doesn't want to leave. Nobody wants to leave. They're supposed to go out and make lots of money, but they don't want to leave. And you know what? I hope of all of them, I hope Randal doesn't want to leave me in a year.
All right, now you get a year.
They're all doing a good job.
You get a year, Randal. What are you going to do with this?
Well, Mr. Trump has tasked me with overseeing and helping to work in Atlantic City with the renovation of the 3 properties, Trump Taj Mahal, Trump Marina, and Trump Plaza. And so, you know, it's a really challenging opportunity, and it's one that I think has great opportunity also to really make a mark and to really
Let me tell you, he loves
advance.
marble. You better get marble. And it's the best marble.
And let me tell you, he has a great team in Atlantic City. I mean, and Mr. Trump knows this. Jim Perry, Mark Giuliano, Virginia McDowell.
But
I mean,
how are
some
they
of the
going to
best
take
in the
to
business.
you coming along in Boston?
I've been embraced. We've had some initial conversations.
Oh, come on. They don't embrace you.
True that.
Donald, tell me the
I have
truth.
been embraced.
When these apprentices come on, Donald, you
know,
can't tell me they're
loved.
loved.
They like this guy a lot. They could not have been happier.
Really?
They wanted him to win, and they really like him a lot. And, I mean, the renovation is one thing, but he's going to look into new jurisdictions with us. We're looking at Philadelphia. We're looking at other locations. And he's looking at other jurisdictions with Jim Perry and Mark Giuliano and the other group. I mean, we have great people down in Atlantic City, and they have totally embraced Randal.
Well, let me ask you, Donald, before you go, do you not like nice people working for you?
I like nice people. That's why I like you.
Good answer. But I'm just saying, you know, in the end, Randal, you know, he kind of showed a toughness to him. Still a nice guy.
Randal's a nice guy.
But when he could have been nice,
Randal's a nice guy, but he is tough and he's very smart, and there's nothing wrong with that.
See that?
Yeah. Well, there you go. They said nice guys can indeed finish first, and I think this is a prime example.
He vindicated you. This whole
We're very proud of
is now
Randal.
behind you.
Hey, that sounds like a good plan to me.
Good luck next week. He's a tyrant, you know.
He's a great person to work for. He's a great person to work for.
All right. Thank you,
been an honor.
Randal. Donald, good having you on. Best of luck next week.